Hello. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the Jeepers Creepers movies. Some of you may know I'm a big fan of horror, and some of the first horror movies I watched were the Jeepers Creepers ones. I remember sitting down one night, I was looking for a movie, and I came across Jeepers Creepers and it looked interesting to me, so I watched it. That was the first one. And then after the first one I was like, oh, I wonder if there's any more of these, and it turns out that there was 3. So I was like, okay, so then I watched the other 2 right after it. And then when I heard the announcement that the 4th one was coming out, I was hype as hell. Today I thought, let's just rank all 4 of them from my least favourite to my favourite. We can start on my number 4 spot with the least favourite of the franchise, Jeepers Creepers 3. It was just a shit movie. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. The movie was terrible. A very long, boring, cheesy, dragged out horror movie. Just like any other horror movie I've seen where I've watched it and I've regretted watching it. I just did not like the 3rd one. The only redeeming quality of the 3rd one is the actual look of the creeper. I think they've done his makeup very well. But I felt like the first hour of the movie was just a wasted dialogue. It was so boring. And then the last like half an hour was decent. It wasn't even good. It reminds me of when you have a classic horror movie, let's take Nightmare on Elm Street for example, and then like they done with the 2013 one, they just remake it and it's shit. Except they didn't remake this one, it's just another movie onto the franchise. Let's look at It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2, for example, the 2017 and the 2019. Chapter 1 was incredible, one of the best horror movies ever to be made ever. It Chapter 2 was also very, very strong, very good, one of the best horror movies to be made ever. Jeepers Creepers 3 is a big pile of steaming shit. Now we can move on to my number 3 spot. We have Jeepers Creepers Reborn, or Jeepers Creepers 4. Once again, this movie's got 2.5 out of 10 on IMDb, which is bad, and the movie's not good. It's not bad, it's not good, it's not great, it's kind of just, it's kind of mediocre. It's just like, yeah, it's just a movie. I think the main reason this is in my number 3 spot and not my number 4 spot, A, is because Jeepers Creepers 3 is bad, but because the amount of hype and excitement I had over this movie, I think my mind sees it as being a half-decent movie just because I was so excited for it. But it is shit. I did like the whole, that they were going to this kind of fake escape room, I'm pretty sure it was. I haven't seen it since it came out, which is like 3 years ago, but I'm pretty sure the story was they had won this sort of trip to an escape room or some sort of thing, and then they got actually locked in the place, and then the creepers there trying to kill them. I'm pretty sure that was the story, which is a decent story, but it was just, once again, boring. There was just nothing. They were trapped in a house and the creeper was trying to get in the house. That was like the whole thing. It was shit. And I am pretty nervous after seeing the end of the movie because by the looks of this scene here, which is at the very end of the movie, it looks like we're going to have a Jeepers Creepers 5 or a Jeepers Creepers Born Again or fucking whatever the hell they want to call it. So it looks like we'll have another Jeepers Creepers movie. Hopefully it's not as bad as this one or the 3rd one, but now we can talk about some good movies and move on to my number 2 spot. In my number 2 spot we have the originals Jeepers Creepers, or Jeepers Creepers 1, I guess you could say. This was the first one I saw at the franchise. I did watch them in order, and it's a good movie. This is one of those classic horror movies. You've got Friday the 13th, you've got Halloween, you've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you've got Jeepers Creepers. I really enjoyed the movie, and one of my favourite actors are in here, Mr. Justin Long, who plays kind of like the main kind of survivalist character, him and his sister. But all in all, I thought it was a very good movie. It was scary, very strong start to a franchise that just slowly faded away as time went on. And I like how you don't see too much of the creeper. I would have preferred to see him a lot more in this movie. The way that they kind of keep him this kind of mysterious character, and when you do see him, other than kind of the final scenes of the movie, when you do see him, he's kind of in the shadows, or he's flying, or he's in his big truck, or whatever it is. I like how they kind of kept him this kind of dark, scary, mysterious character, but I would have liked to see him a little bit more. But what movie did show him a little bit more? My number 1 spot, Jeepers Creepers 2. For me, this is by far, by miles, by decades, the best movie out of the franchise. Like I said with the Jeepers Creepers Reborn video, I did like the fact that they kept them in this one space. Not for the whole movie, but for a certain part of the movie, they kept them in this house while he was kind of lurking outside and that, which I said I did like. So what they've done with the second movie is kind of perfect. It's, again, it's been a long time since I watched it, but if my memory is correct, it was like a school trip, and then I think something happened, like the bus broke down and all the kids were trapped in the bus. It's like teenagers, it's not like 4-year-olds. But all the kids got trapped in the bus, and then the creeper was kind of outside the bus. He was trying to get in, he was flying around, you know, all this sort of thing. Which, it was perfect. And you did get to see more of the creeper in this movie than any of the other ones. Maybe not the third one. You saw him quite a lot in the third one. But out of the actual good movies of the franchise, you got to see him more in Jeepers Creepers 2. Plus, I thought all the acting in it was actually good. I thought all the school kids played very well. I thought wasn't there some sort of older guy in it who like hunted down the creeper at the end or something like that? And I think the guy who played the creeper done a very nice job. And I liked how they still added Justin Long into this movie. I think he only played a little part. Like a girl was like, once again, it's been a long time. My memory's not all there about these movies because they are old movies. I didn't watch this when it came out. I wasn't alive, but it was years ago when I watched it. But I think she was either daydreaming or she was having a dream. I think she might be asleep having a dream, and he made a kind of appearance there. Very nice. So there you go, that's my ranking for all 4 of the Jeepers Creepers movies. I believe there is a 5th one coming out, and I guess if it comes out, I'll watch it and talk about it now that I've made this video. But yeah, I'd recommend going checking out the 1st and 2nd one, and if you don't want the franchise on some sort of level ruined for you, don't watch any of the other ones. Anyway, that's it for me, I'm out here. Bye.